Hey there, creepers! I see you watching. You know that screen works both ways. Janet Decay here, Cleveland's Yummy Mummy, with another installment. It's creepy, it's terrifying, it's decaying of rotten reels. And as you guys may know, Cleveland has such a rich history of late-night horror movie hosts, dating all the way back to Ghoulardi, Big Chuck and the Houlihan, Big Chuck and Little John, the Ghoul. So in this segment, I'm going to showcase and interview one of my favorite monsters, Drac, from the Frank and Drac Show. This dynamic monster duo haunted the scene in the late 1980s on WOIO Channel 19. They would play little goofy comedy bits and skits, play Universal horror films. So these guys were great, and I got to interview the man behind the cape, Drac himself, actor Robert Cookai. So in this clip, you're going to see me and him palling around. I am also going to be showing retro clips of the original Frank and Drac Show. So hope you guys enjoy it. He was a real pain in my neck, you know? It's still sore. Nice dresser, though. Enjoy, guys.
You go, girl.
Alright. Hey there, groovy ghoulies, Janet Decay here, and they say you're never supposed to invite a vampire into your home. But what if a vampire invites you into theirs? I'm hanging out with Drac from the Frank and Drac Show, and watch your teeth there.
With a beautiful swan-like throat she has. I'm here with Janet Decay, my favorite mummy. And before we get started, Jen, I just want to say what a beautiful eye you have.
Oh, well, thank you. I know I'm a mortician. So
keep it under wraps.
Yes. Mummy's the word.
Oh! Mommy!
So I do have some questions that I've just been dying to ask you. How did you and Frank get into the showbiz biz anyway?
Well, this was way back 1987, which is going to seem like far back to you, but I'm like over 500 years old now, so it's not really that long. And Frank and I were walking through getting tour of Channel 19, WOIO, and when we were walking through, they took us to the studio, and I said, oh, so this is where we're going to be working after we pitch our Frank and Drac project to you. And the fellow that we were with said, you have an act? We're looking. So basically, Janet, what we did was, we went home, we made up an act. That's exactly how it happened. And they were looking because Elvira was on in that time slot at the time. And she was sagging. Her ratings were sagging. And so they put us into Elvira's spot. And it was a lot of fun while we were doing it.
That's awesome.
Yes.
What are the chances of that happening? Like, I mean, when you're Dracula, you can persuade anybody, right?
Yeah, I kind of put the program director under a trance, and you will put us on TV. And he did.
Great. Maybe we can use some of that mojo for MummyAndMonkey.
Any program directors out there, is now your chance. Sign MummyAndMonkey right now. How was that?
That was perfect.
All right.
All right. So what inspired you as a young vampire?
As a young vampire, well, when I first came to this country, it was back in the 1960s, so monsters were very hot. You talk about horror hosts, like Frank and Drac and Mummy and the Monkey, yeah. All goes back to in the 1950s. You had Vampira, who was on TV in Los Angeles, and John Zackerly, who was on the East Coast, New York area.
Yes.
All right. And I used to, when I first came to this country from Transylvania, would look at the famous Monsters of Filmline magazine, and you'd see articles about John Zackerly. And then not long after that, you know, they were showing the shock package of all the old Universal horror films. You had everything from Dracula through like Abbott and Costello v. Frankenstein. And then right after that is when Cleveland got Ernie Anderson and Ghoulardi. You know?
Yes.
And Cleveland, of course, then became a hotbed for horror movie hosts. You had Ghoulardi, you had Superhost, you had
Son of Ghoul, the Ghoul,
all of them.
Frank and Drac.
Who were they? Oh, I loved them. They were wonderful.
So there must be something in Lake Erie, you know, or something
The
going on.
Erie water, yes. But of course, at the time, the monsters were very hot, and so I became obsessed with it. I saw these little model kits of me, and puzzles, and lunch boxes with my picture on. I said, I got to get in on some of this action. You know what I'm saying, Janet?
Right, you were popular.
Well, everybody was licensing me except me. Yeah.
All right, and were you a good boy or a bad boy as a young vampire?
Well, on the advice of counsel, I will respectfully take the fifth. He's a bad boy.
Oh. I won't tell anyone. Now, if your life were a movie, what would be more interesting? The blooper reels or the deleted scenes?
Well, like I said, I was a bad boy, so it would be the deleted scenes, you know. And by the time like the 80s and 90s hit, boy, I was biting everybody. Women, of course. I was biting the ladies.
Oh.
So the deleted scenes.
Wow, okay. And what was your favorite actor that portrayed Dracula? Out of all of the Dracula movies and vampire movies that are out there.
Well, I would say that would have to be Bela. Bela Lugosi was very good.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever met his son?
No, I haven't. Have you?
Yes, he looks almost like Death Ringer for Bela, and oddly enough, he's an attorney, so he's a bloodsucker, just like his father.
Nice. That's great. So, are you looking forward to the new Universal Monsters? You know, with all the movie remakes coming out and retellings?
Are they going to be better than Van Helsing?
Oh, I certainly hope so.
I don't know.
Oof, you.
Yeah, I think like they belong in a certain era. When they try to update them, make them more contemporary, you know. I don't know. And there's Van Helsing was so anachronistic. And you know, I knew Van Helsing. What a pain in the chest. You know? Oh God, that guy! I still got heartburn thinking about it.
Oh, jeez.
So the movie about him, I thought was just horrible. But we'll see what Universal does. You know, maybe if they handle it right, do it well.
Here's hoping. And I guess the new Mummy movie, they're going to have a female in it. Or a female mummy for the first time.
Did you read for the part?
You know, I never got a call back. So, I guess they picked some other ghoul.
Oh, it's already done that. I was going to put a spell on them.
Well, maybe she'll get the mummy's curse, and then they'll give me a call.
Ooh, yeah. With a burning brazier. Brazier. Not brazier.
Now, get to it, you guys.
Oh, anything
I think for you, sir,
Mr.
Mr. Mulligan.
sir.
No problem, sir.
I'm really starting to enjoy this job.
Drac, what's the movie we're supposed to be showing tonight?
Oh, I don't know, Frank, but my feet are killing me.
Oh, well, it could have been much worse. He could have nailed you higher.
Oh, Frank, don't even joke about it.
Hey, maybe I could do my ventriloquist act.
Oh, but Frank, you don't have your little friend here with you tonight.
Oh, no. Oh, well, you can help me. Here, just play along, okay? Welcome to the Frank Show. Across the box of dirt for me is my special guest, Drac. Good evening, my little cadavers. Oh, I'm so proud to be associated with the fine monster as Frank. Why, he gets better looking every day. Gee, Frank, how would you like to have all the money in my wallet? You could go to the movies, and I could stay here at the station and clean up.
Somebody help me.
Gee, how did I say that?
You didn't.
There, I did it again.
Roll the movie.
How am I doing that?
The big dope.
Boy,
it's
this
me.
is much better than I thought.
That's pretty darn good. Oh, hey there, gang. You're still watching? Really? Thought you would have like changed the channel or gotten bored already. Well, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that segment with Drac from the Frank and Drac Show. And you know what I always say? What's old can be cool again. We have to keep that rich horror movie host tradition alive. Or at least reanimated or mummified and really well preserved. You gotta know a really good embalmer. This formaldehyde's pretty darn good. Well, gang, good night, good fright. Don't let the scarabs bite. You creepers are still watching me? Come on, go, shoot. All right.